What it do with y'all? It's your boy Deryck coming back at y'all with another video. This one right here is more so on the lines of suicide. And not me, but just how people are handling it, how they taking it, how they going through it, how they processing it, all that in the third. And just basically, it's more so of a how people feel and what people say to another person that's going through a lot and how it affects them. I'm going through a lot, so I can relate. You know, the people that I feel are going through suicide or just contemplating it or, you know what I mean, have these thoughts and everything, I feel like one word that someone says can tip their whole day over, and a lot of people don't know how other people can handle it. And I feel like if your opinion was not asked for, don't give it, you know what I mean? And basically, I'm gonna be blunt honest with you guys. I've been going through some stuff these last couple of days, and this is part of the reason why I got this tattoo. Better days to come, you know what I mean? Because there's always going to be a better day that's coming at you. You feel me? Today might be sucky, but tomorrow will always be better. And I have to always give myself positive thoughts. One guy told me I was very negative, and the way that I looked at things was always from a negative aspect. And he felt like I was always coming from a negative place. But I had a good heart, if that made any sense. Basically, what he told me was that if I want things to be changed, I have to kind of speak them into existence. Because if I keep saying everything's going to be negative, and I'm just going to surround myself with all this negative energy and negative vibes, and it's not cool. I'm going to share with you guys a lot because, like I said, you guys are my subscribers, and I feel like being honest with you guys is where it all starts at, you know. And venting to you guys really helps me out, helps me have a clear head. If you guys all know, my birth mom is garbage. Straight trash. She doesn't help out with anything. And all the weight of me taking care of my sisters is on myself. And what kind of got me is, a lot of people are telling me, like, yeah, I understand you're taking care of your sisters. You need to stop. Let them go back. You know what I mean? Don't take care of them. And it's stressing you out. Let them go back. And if she gets locked up, then cool. You get them back later down the line. And by that time, you'll have yourself together. You're more established. I'm like, no, I cannot see myself sitting here giving them back and being selfish for what reason? I'm taking care of them. That's the thing I need to do. And that's it. That's all. I'm not giving them back. Especially when I know she's in the process of going back to jail. No, I'm not giving them back. For what? I've started down this road and I've always finished. And when I have kids of my own, I want to teach them. Even my sisters, I want to teach them. You start something, you finish it. You don't give up. Things get hard, you stick in there. You never give up. Whether it's relationship, it's homework, it's your career driven, whatever it is that you're focusing on, you give it your all. You don't just give up on things because you feel like it's hard right now. I can't handle it. Can't should never be in your vocabulary. There should always be something that you can do to try to fix it. And when you're back against the wall, completely against the wall, you still don't give up. You push and push and push and push and push until you're have no more pushing to get. And you keep pushing, and you keep pushing, and you keep pushing. Because eventually, you'll be where you want to be. Eventually, you'll be at that point. Eventually, you'll hit the part where you need to be at. And I don't feel like you just need to give up, because why? You do something for a reason. To have an output, right? Whether it's negative or it's positive, you did it. And when you do it, you're going to get a response. So why do it to just not get one? Like, come on, man. Push and succeed. I don't believe in it. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm going through a lot. And everyone was like, just give up. These kids are making it to the point where you're always on your phone. You're checking on them. You're making sure this is right. You're making sure that's right. You're doing this. You're doing that. And if you give them back, you don't have to check on anything. You get to work. You don't have to worry about putting the money up for them to get back for the school. You don't have to worry about making sure they eat. Make sure this, make sure that. You give them back. You don't have to worry about any of that shit. And they're like, basically, this is what needs to happen. Because you're on the verge of losing your job and this and the other. And I'm not on the verge of losing my job. And it's just so much other things on the outside. Like, people can never understand what I'm going through when I'm genuinely juggling my transgender. I'm open and I'm positive about it. And I don't mind being put in a different category. When I'm at work, I'm open to talk about my sexuality. You know what I mean? I'm open to talk about my transition. I'm open to talk about my kids. And I battle a lot. I'm picking the most amount of hours. This is what my manager told me, okay? Because I broke down to him in the office. Like, I want to put my 2-week notice. He said to me, I will never talk someone out of putting in a 2-week notice. I will never do that. But what I will say, he said, I've never done that before and I won't start now. What I will tell you is, you're stronger than any of those guys on the line. You're the only person that's here that works as many hours. Whenever a shift's available, it needs to be switched or whatever, you pick that up. You're handling and raising 2 kids, and you're doing a damn good job of it. They have their own room, place to live, no roommates. You're doing it. You ended your retarded ass relationship that was not healthy for you. You're juggling, handling the emotional side of it all because you're battling like your mom not being there in you guys' life. So you're taking the part of being the parent, the guardian, the parent, the sibling, and the friend to your sisters. And that's an amazing job that no one can handle. And for you to be able to do that is outstanding. And I'm like, man, it doesn't seem like that. It really doesn't. Like when I'm trying to battle handling my sisters, it's not easy. I got a 12-year-old that misses her mom and a 17-year-old that wants to be more independent and trying to teach them how to cook and trying to teach them the things of how to shop and how to do certain things that I was never taught as a kid. So I'm learning myself and learning to teach them. Trying to find the strength and the energy to balance my house life on top of balancing my work career and trying to get everything accomplished and still trying to find a way where I can fit school in there, which I might feel like it's too much. And there's a lot that I have going on, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to give up just because I feel like it's too much. And everyone at work is like, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. I'm like, bro, like the other day I was at work. He's like, you're not going to be able to make it. They're too much for you. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. I didn't think it was too much when I took on this task. But at the same time, I'm not going to just give up because it's too much or I'm hitting a hard time. And my hardest time right now is just getting them back and forth to school. Little dumb shit. You know what I mean? Because my car's messed up. I told a lot of the people that I know, take your hardest, most complicated situation, and it can't even compare to my smallest one. I've been through more things. I told him, I said, dude, I've been through more things in my life you will never understand. My spoon was brown. Yours was silver. That's another way you can go to mommy and daddy and ask them something. If they say no, okay, you can go to another family member and get it. You've been told no because they just don't want to give it to you. Because you did something stupid. I get told no because it's something that we don't have financially. I'm like, you just don't understand some of the things that I go through, and you just will never get it. You cannot do what I'm doing. And he's like, yeah, I can't, so I just don't do it. So since you know you can't do it, you just give up. Not even a blink of an eye or even try. I said, you know what's different from you? I was laying in bed, and my mom called me and told me she couldn't take care of my kids and my sisters anymore, that it was too much for her. And I said, all right, no driver's license, never had it a day in my life. I'm transgender. I'm leaving state. Don't even know how the fuck to get there. You know what I did? Give me an address. Popped into my GPS, drove down there, got the kids, came and got them. That fucked up. When I came and got my sisters, I had a roommate. Roommate moved out and everything. Now I'm balancing more rent, feeding them, and everything else and all these other things. They need shots, they need this, never been to the doctor, they need this, they need that, they need glasses, they need dentists, blah, 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 blah. All these things. And it's being now taken care of because I stepped in. I don't know how to do it, but I bet your ass I figured it out. They need dentists? Boom. Cold smiles. Hey, I got 2 kids I need to put in the doctor. They need to be there. They need silver liners and caps and blah, blah, blah. They need to have a dentist appointment and da, da, da. Boom. Done. Taken care of. You need glasses? Oh, let me call Visions. Hey, kids, 2 kids. Yep, one's this age, one's this, that, blah, blah. You get it done. I'm sorry. For all the deadbeat parents and all the deadbeat moms and all the deadbeat dads and all the people who want to say that they want to claim these kids, step-parent, step-dad, whatever it is, godparent, mother, daughter, aunt, uncle, grandpa, excuse me. If you want to step into being a kid's life, you can do it. It is hard shit. I'm never going to sit here and tell you that it's some easy shit. What I want to tell you is, when it's all said and done, and my sisters are done with high school, and everything's taken care of, 5 more years. My 12-year-old sister will be 18. Well, she'll be 17, going on 18. And I can look back on this time and be like, man, we've been through some rough-ass times. But we overcame it. We made it. I'm not broke, but I'm not the richest person out there. I got a fucking Mercedes-Benz. We all have cell phones. You know what I mean? iPhone 6, iPhone 7, and a fucking S8. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you that I'm broke. I got a 3-bedroom condo that I'm paying fucking $1,200 in rent for, and I have all my other bills. I'm not broke. I'm just not balling. I got the normal necessities that most people will have in their life. Yeah, I could take my ass to Metro PCS and pay like maybe $150 for 3 phones. I can fucking downgrade a lot of the shit that I have. I don't have to have a fucking 3-bedroom condo for $1,200 when I can fucking have me probably a 3-bedroom house for $650 somewhere cheaper shit. My kids go to good schools where they get actual homework class into their classes. So that way they get help with their homework. So that way if I'm working a double, their homework's done because they had a teacher that could just Give them the undivided attention and help them with homework. Things are not easy on this side. And I do pay for a lot of unnecessary things. But at the same time, I understand what it's like. Yeah, my Mercedes needs some work on it, and that's an expensive-ass car. Yeah, sometimes my phone bill is a little high, and it frustrates me why Sprint keeps charging me fucking $300 a month. You roll with the punches, and you get the stuff done. I'm not gonna... I have never been one of those type of people that just, turn away from shit. To get my sisters back for what? I'm not doing nothing else with my life. I like my job. It pisses me off at times. They don't know how to fucking correct my gender name, and sometimes they want to call me female when they know damn well I'm being... I told them I'm a male, I tell them my name's Deryck, they want to call me Dominique. Yes, they fuck with me a lot. Yeah, they tell me I should just throw in the towel and give it up and just quit. No, I'm about to make almost $17 an hour at a job that could potentially make my career, you know what I mean? I can make it up to fucking GM and be making $80,000 a year, almost $100K to do the same shit that I'm already doing now. Except for I won't be on the line, I'll be doing other stuff in the restaurant. I got my head on straight, and I don't like it when people tell me just give up, just give up. What type of advice is that to give anybody? People are sitting around okay, I'll give you an example. This Mexican lady I was talking to. Alright, she's older than me by like 17 years. She basically told me that she likes me and I am a good person, a good man for her, but the reason why we cannot date is because how other people would judge the situation. Because she's so much older than me. You serious right now? You care what other people think versus your own happiness. So then, it also pissed me off because if that's how it is, then fuck it. Cool. Then the other day, when I saw her, I pretty much told her, like, that's crazy that you care what people think versus how you feel and your happiness. Another thing that got to me is I was telling her my situation with my sisters, and she's like, that's not your responsibility. She's Hispanic. That's not your responsibility. That's your mom's responsibility. You taking on a lot. And yes, it's a lot for you. And it got you around here grumpy and you're a little upset. I'm like, yeah, my back's against the wall. I don't know how to handle this. And a lot of the senior people that I'm around, they're older people. They give you advice because they've been through this shit. And if they're giving you advice, I want to be able to take it. But the advice that they're giving me is not something that I want to sink in. You know how when you have a mom and dad and other people and they want to tell you like, hey, this is what I feel like you should do. And they want to show you the right path because they've been through wrong paths. They're not giving me that type of advice. The people that I'm around and that's telling me this, and I have to cut my circle, I get it. The people that I'm around are telling me negative advice, like, give them back. You don't need to do this. You need to da-da-da. No, I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? I get some positive reinforcement. Like, that's just fucking crazy. And it's not cool at all. So, no, I didn't give them back. No, they're not going back. Yes, times do get rough at times. Yes. Both of them have different dads from me. We all have the same mom. And their parents aren't helping out. None of them. I don't care. I'm just going to do it. When my sisters get older, they'll appreciate me so much more. I met this guy. And you know how some people say a little bit? And it's like they said a lot without saying nothing at all. He is one of those type of people. He pretty much told me that for every day forward, tell yourself something positive. And before you know it, you will speak it into existence. Don't keep telling yourself you're not going to make it or everything you touch is bad. One day, I didn't take my sister to school, right? A car wouldn't start. I didn't have no gas money. Didn't have a way for them to get there. My friend normally takes one of my sisters because her and her daughter go to the same school. Her daughter and my sister. She didn't come through. My ride that was supposed to come and pick us up for a backup plan ended up having a doctor's appointment, ended up not having to work, and didn't answer his phone because he overslept. One of my friends, luckily I called him, he came through, took him to school. It's like 45 minutes late, but they made it. You know what I mean? Didn't know how the hell I was going to get him home. What happened? I helped one of my friends get some stuff done, and he gave me a ride to go pick him up and bring him home. It worked out. The second part, before I was able to come across him to help him out and get him to take me to go get the girls, my other friend that was supposed to take me, he figured that now he was up and he would take me to go get him from school. Car broke down, radiator messed up. So it's like every single time I turn around, there's always something. But for now on, my positive mindset is I can do this. I will do this. I will make it to where my sisters will succeed, and she will graduate school, and she will graduate. She will make it to college. She will receive this diploma. She will stay in my household. I will teach them how to drive. I will teach them how to do the important things that I was never taught as a kid. Just think about all the things negative that happened to me in my childhood and the type of way that I was raised, and then think about what I want for them and what I want better and how I can make things work out for them. And if I keep speaking like that, before you know it, it will happen. I love my family. I do. And even though things didn't go the way it was planned from the jump, I intend to make things better. And I just want to say that for everyone who's feel like they bullied or suicidal or whatever the case is, or going through something, don't let these negative thoughts overtake your mind. Don't let them consume you. Don't let them be you. You are you for a reason. And if you ever feel like you could do something, you could do it. Just because somebody else is telling you that they think they know you and that you can't, or they want to talk you, they don't know it, but they're talking you down, you can overcome that crap, man. You know, and I had my breakdown. You know, I cried, and I was upset, and I was at my breaking point, because people don't understand how stressful things are, and just making your life harder, just, she's always on her phone, or he's always on his phone, and blah, blah, and he has to step away, and there's always crap going on in his house, and blah, 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 and he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's handling it the wrong way, and then I come on the line, and I'm asking you for something, and you won't give it to me, and then when my ticket lags, you want to say that I'm sitting over here on my fucking phone, and that's why my ticket lagged. No, my fucking ticket lagged because I asked you for something, you didn't give it to me, to put with what I was making, to get my food out. So instead of giving the guests their food in a timely fashion, or a timely manner, you want to make them lag and not get your fucking food, because you're over here with a bitch-ass attitude trying to make it seem like I'm doing something other, when my fucking phone is in the office, I'm not on it, and my stuff at home is damn near handled. Like, that's the type of shit that I go through. Or just dealing with parents are like, oh, since you don't want to give my kids back, I'm not helping you out at all. You were never helping out. So just scoop yourself out of this life. Your plan was for me to take care of my siblings, you to get on your fucking feet. What are you doing? Forgery, fraud, identity theft, check embezzlement, and everything else. You're not stepping up. You're not helping these kids out. You're not doing nothing for them. You're not there when they're crying. You don't have to see their face when you're calling and talking about you're on your way. You don't fucking show up. You don't have to go through that shit. You over here getting all types of public assistance for them food stamps and everything else, and you're not helping out whatsoever. That shit irritates me. I'm coming. My sister's dad told her he was coming for Thanksgiving. Bag packed and everything. And I kind of, lagged on giving her the bag to pack her stuff. And lagged on whether or not I was okay with her going. And lagged on, just whether or not I wanted this stuff to happen. And then boom. What happens? I told her it's okay. And I said that I'm going to let her go. And this and the third. And then what? He never shows up. So from that day forward, I vowed for that stuff never to happen again. If you want to see your kid, you want to come through, you want to spend time with them, tell me, damn it. I don't care if they have phones. Do not, for one, I will have them blocked on I will have you guys blocked on their phones. Don't ever tell my kids, my sisters, that you're going to come through and you're going to be there for them and you're going to come for Thanksgiving and you're going to spend time with them on their time off and you don't come. You don't have to deal with the disappointment. I do. I just want you guys to comment below and tell me how you guys feel about it. Am I making the right decision? Am I making the wrong decision? Tell me what you guys think about the situation. You know what I mean? Your opinions do kind of matter. They do matter. And I want to know what you guys think, or if you guys have been in this situation, or if you know someone who's been in some type of similar situation to what I'm going through. If so, have them comment below. I love to chat with someone else that's in my shoes and can understand and can relate, because I hate talking to those who cannot relate. When you got fucking pets at home, you're trying to say that those are basically equivalent to my siblings. No, you don't have to call and check on your cat. You don't have to call and check on your dog. You don't know what it's like. You know what I mean? And it's not an easy situation considering what my siblings have been through. So, every day is one step at a time. And every day will get us one step closer to in the direction that we want to be in. So I appreciate you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys for understanding where I'm coming from. And for those that are going through things or feeling discouraged or feeling like nobody's on their side or they have no one to help them out or whatever the case is, somebody always out there that can give you that type of advice, you know what I mean? And if you ever feel like there's no point in doing it, do it for yourself. Overcome for yourself. Do things to make yourself better. Forget what anybody else thinks, man. Forget it. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I always tell them, do this for yourself. Because in the end, when you make it, and everything's okay in your life, you're going to feel better about yourself. Forget these other people. They're going to be stuck in the same position that they're in now. They're going to be doing the same thing that they were doing before. So just be content with what you're at and understand that things will get better. They won't stay the same forever. Tell yourself that. Things will be different every day. I'm sorry. This video turned out to be 20 minutes, and I apologize. It should have never took this long. But this is how I felt. I want to give y'all a piece of what I've been going through, something I was thinking about for the last couple of days, and I figured, why not share it with you guys? Get one step closer for my YouTubers, for you guys, my subscribers, to understand how I am and what goes through my head. So I appreciate y'all hearing me out. You feel me? I'll be back with another video soon. We'll be in touch.